Hello and welcome to the Father and Son Pastime Podcast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Kevin. How are you?
That's my dad. Dad, we're continuing with our predictions today. We're only a few days out from opening day. Baseball got pushed back a week, obviously, with the lockout. But we're doing our first over and under.
I like it. We haven't done this yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
We haven't done it. For those familiar at home, FanGraphs and a bunch of other MLB websites will put out projected win totals or loss totals of every MLB team, and we're going to look at those, and we're going to basically go higher or lower. Over and under, obviously, is the game here, and we've agreed to a bet off air. Now we're telling you fine people at home that whoever gets the most right out of 30 come, I don't know, October 1st, October 2nd, whenever the season ends, wins $30. So another 30 items equals $30. So
are you going to tell the audience about your winnings just a few minutes ago?
I was a real barn burner this offseason with 5 out of 50 correct free agent predictions, and that won me $50. So
That's
I
right.
certainly hope to be doing better than 5 out of these 30. I really think I'll get at least half, right? I mean,
You never know.
It's only 50-50 chances, so
Yeah.
we can hope.
Yeah.
Dad, we talked about the Toronto Blue Jays and the Dodgers being in the World Series. Just had different winners last broadcast. But let's start with the Toronto Blue Jays and the AL East. Dad, according to FanGraphs, the Blue Jays are projected to win 92 games. Are you over or under that?
I am over. I'm thinking more 95-ish. I think within their division, they'll just eat up the Orioles and a few others. I think Toronto has such a good, dynamic team. They'll be 95 at least.
I have them over as well. That sounds like a good total. Dad, Boston Red Sox, I have them, the number is 87 wins. I have them over.
I have them over as well. I'm a big fan of the Red Sox. I think they have a nice squad, a nice addition in the last week or so. Their infield is darn good now, so I really like the addition of that. I think the monster is going to have more dents in it this year than ever. I can see a lot of line drives going off that wall this year. I think it's going to be a fun team. I was really rooting for them last year. I hope they go far, and again, this is a fun team to watch.
Yeah. Don't think they'll win the AL East, but wild card winners as well.
Yeah.
Dad, now this one's going to be tough. The New York Yankees are projected to win 91 games. Higher or lower?
Lower.
So this is our first disagreement. So in a way, I'll have to be rooting for the Yankees. I think it's really spot on. I think they'll win 92 games.
Okay.
Go 92 and 70.
Yeah.
But I think that was a record last year, give or take. But yeah, they'll kind of go 92 and 70 or 92 and 70. One of those. 90 and 72, kind of those.
They're so injury prone. Every year they go through a really tough couple, cycles of injuries. They seem the big guys, go down for 6 weeks at a time. So I don't know. Team chemistry, we'll find out real soon. But I see him getting below.
Tampa Bay Rays projected to win 86 games.
I have them above that.
I have them below.
Okay.
I have a really tough year, as everyone knows at home. I'm rooting against the Rays and their style of baseball all year. I'm rooting for the Astros over the Rays. That's when that gets...
Yeah.
I'd rather have a cheater than people that put their star out only for 5 innings.
Okay.
I don't think they win 86. Still in the 80s, but
Okay.
not 86. I think 86 is like a playoff team.
Okay.
And I don't see them in the playoffs. Orioles, 67 projected wins.
Less.
Yes. Dad, do you think, side note here, will the Orioles lose the most games in baseball this year?
No, I don't.
I think they will.
I think it'll be second.
Pirates?
Oakland.
Oakland finds a way.
We'll find out.
It's a stronger East than it is
They lost
West.
their manager.
It's a stronger East than it is West.
Okay.
Dad, let's move to the Central. Chicago White Sox, 87 projected wins.
More.
I agree. I actually think a lot more in the 90s. High 90s.
Yeah, they made some moves today. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
Minnesota Twins projected to win 82 games.
More.
I agree. If you told me that 3 weeks ago during the lockout, I would say less. It's amazing how a couple weeks can change things.
Yeah.
Tigers at 75.
More.
I have more as well. Only had 2 differences so far, Dad.
I know.
I think Tigers will be like an 80, 82 team. Near 500.
Okay.
Cleveland Guardians projected to win somehow more games than the Tigers. 77.
Less.
Definitely less.
Yeah, they're on their way down.
70 and 92.
Yeah.
Kansas City Royals projected to win 75 games.
Boy, that's right in the neighborhood. I'm saying it's going to be less, but they'll be very exciting.
I have them just a few more, like a 77 finish.
Yeah.
But that, again, Kansas City and the Yankees were really, I think, spot on. I wouldn't be surprised if that actually is their record.
Yeah.
Moving to the West stat, Astros projected to win 89.
That is almost spot on as well. I have them a little higher than that, like 90, 92, but that's the skosh more.
I was going to go 88, so I'm going less. I'm taking the under.
Okay.
Angels, 82 projected.
Say more.
I had them less. Remember, I have them not making the playoffs. I think if they do have more, they do make the playoffs.
I just think that this is the year they're going to come together.
I hope for Trout.
I agree. They got a nice lineup. They added some nice pieces. They're trying. So, and this might be Joe Maddon's last year too. Mm-hmm. So, who knows?
Seattle Mariners were projected to win less games than the Angels at 80.
Much more.
I agree.
They're a fun team.
And
they really came on last year.
I think they'll only lose to like the Astros by like a game or two in the division. I think it's going to be pretty tight.
I agree.
Rangers, 74 wins.
I say less.
I have more, but not by much.
Right.
There's still an experiment. Pitching's not all there yet.
Yeah.
And
I think they're trying to find themselves as well.
I think I know where we both are on this one. Oakland projected to win 72 games.
Less.
Yes.
It's going to be tough in Oakland this year. I can't even, their draw will be just pathetic because they didn't draw well when they had a good team. Yeah. So they get a bad team and they traded all their pieces. No one's going to come out there to see them. It's going to be a tough year in Oakland.
In the AL, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different. You have less one Rangers, right? Just double checking.
I have less, yes.
Okay, yeah. So Yankees, Rays, Royals, Angels, and Rangers will be the deciding people in the AL.
Okay.
So a third are different. No, we're on the same page with 10 out of 15, though.
That's
the really good teams and the really bad teams. It shows teams that, I don't know, because, we'll see. All right, moving on to the NL. The reigning champs, the Atlanta Braves, projected to win 92 games.
More.
I have less, mainly because it's a better division.
Okay.
Not by a lot, Braves fans, like 90.
They still have Miami and Washington.
I think Miami's going to be okay.
Okay.
I'm just about to wait you see the projected win totals, but I'm sure you'll disagree with it. Mets, this was before DeGrom officially got hurt. I think I pulled these on like March 31st. Projected wins 90.
I have them just a skosh less.
I'm still okay with my just a little bit more.
Okay.
I think it's going to be tight, and I might regret that one, but they have the money to, let's just go get another person.
Yeah, they do. And they were almost wheeling and dealing yesterday, so
yeah,
I think something's coming.
We're leading off not agreeing so far. Phillies, 89 projected wins.
You know what? Whew. I say a little less.
Okay, we have that one in common. I say that's a little high for me.
Yeah. No, the pitching's still the question mark.
Miami is projected to win 82.
Less.
I do think less. I don't know how much less. Nationals at 73.
I say less.
Me too.
It's a shame, from world champs a few years ago, and then they didn't do zip in the offseason. It's sad.
Did a little bit. They had Cruz.
Sean Doolittle.
No, I know.
I know.
Cardinals somehow only projected to win 81 games.
Oh, more.
Yeah, that's an easy more.
Yeah.
This is also the 20-win streak or whatever team close to that, 17 win streak team last year.
That was fun.
Cubs, Dad. I may not like this projection. 75.
That's going to be more.
I agree. 5 in a row we've shared now.
Uh-huh.
Brewers, 88.
I say more.
I say less, because, again, I'm rooting for the Cardinals to win that division.
Okay.
Pirates somehow projected 69.
Nope. Less.
And then this is actually probably the biggest shock. And this was after they gave up all their all their team. Reds projected to win 75.
No, less.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
there's no magic.
The sad part about it in Cincinnati, they protested outside the stadium. Good baseball town, rich history of baseball. It really pride in all that, and it really dismantled that team the way they did after being pretty close. and letting people go. I mean, they were on the threshold of making the playoffs an exciting team, and so I'm not sure why they did that. But with the stadium they have, it was shocking. That thing, I think Cincinnati shocked me more than anybody else this offseason.
Dodgers projected to win 94.
More.
I have more as well. I think they may be the only 100-win team in baseball.
Agree. Yeah.
Giants, 84.
I got more.
I have more as well. Rockies, 68. It's a tough number because it's pretty. It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I say a few more.
I'll go a few less.
Okay.
So we got a different one there. Rooting against the Rockies. Another ownership that I don't like. So that's fine. Great stadium.
Yeah.
Padres projected to win 88.
That's another one that's right there. The way they're moving and shaking, I say a few more.
I'm definitely saying a lot less.
Okay.
I don't think the Padres hit 500.
Wow.
You're here first, folks.
Wow, because the Tatis?
I think Padres are a few teams that will keep the young guns, the Tatis. I don't know if Cronenworth's a young gun, but he's a good player. But I think they move on from Snell and Darvish at the deadline. I don't think they're.
And if they do that, they go full mode and then just tank.
I don't know about tanking, but I think they could retool almost immediately next year. Almost kind of like the Cubs, to be honest. Like, hey, let's get rid of everybody, suck for 2 months, but then have a good offseason. Yeah. That's possible.
With that GM, I can see that happening.
Yeah, but who knows? I mean, I'm still Slam Diego. Like, it's still a fun team to watch. I just don't see. I just don't see it. They have it's almost like too much going on.
Yeah, I agree. They make too many moves at times.
Yeah.
And I think they make some bad deals, and I think some of the deals they sent so many of their minor league players, it's going to come back to haunt them.
Yeah.
Because, I think that what they sent the Cubs for Darvish, the Cubs really restocked their farm system, and they're good players.
Diamondbacks are 70.
Less.
I agree. Now, a few teams that I want to just note on why I'm so confident in them. Cardinals are definitely going to win more than 81 games. They will not be able to sell. Even if they're tanking, which is not tanking, but even if they were where they were last July, which was very average. Like, they would win a game, lose a game, and that was their 4 months.
Right.
They didn't give up. They got some people. They got the John Lesters, the Happers.
Yeah.
And had an incredible finish to get to the playoffs. They are not going to trade away people when it's Waino's, Molina's, and Pujols' last year. I don't know if it's Waino's official last year, but it's a sentiment.
It could be.
Probably is. The Phillies aren't going to give up at all. They are just hog wild into this, no matter how good the Mets or the Braves could be. I just see the Phillies pushing. I just don't see them pushing it 89 wins. It's just 88, 87. I get that. Yeah. Let's see another thing that...
And if they have any injuries on the Phillies, I don't think they have any bench. So what they've done is stack their lineup in hopes they're going to score a lot of runs. I think the depth of the Phillies might be in question.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. Brewers, 88 wins is a tall order. I think they had 90.
I think they were in the 90s last year.
So I think everyone's going to be scouting the Corbin Burns and the Peraltas and their bullpen too. I just don't think they have the offense to win as many games.
But people were shocked in the 5-game series, and they had their 3 main starters. They just bombed.
Yeah.
And no one predicted that one. So that's what really got the Braves started.
We have 10 different data over 30 teams. So
Not
that'll be the difference. So 20 we're in agreement with. I mean, 2/3 of baseball we see as static. I don't know. Exciting teams. Twins, I don't think we'll make the playoffs. I think Twins and Cubs have a very similar season where, hey, we didn't play for just this year. If the chips fall where they are, hey, we might make it play at the deadline. But if we tank or we suck, let's trade away a few pieces, get some prospects that are MLB ready. Sure, that sounds smart to me. So I don't think there will be exciting teams to watch, unlike the Orioles.
That's why the Cubs got all those bullpen pieces.
Yeah, trade them away.
Correct.
Yeah, that's totally fine by me. I think the Red Sox, for some reason, are still... The Red Sox and Cardinals are just not on people's watch list, even though they should be some of the best franchises in baseball. Red Sox... let's start with the Cardinals. I'm not talking about the Red Sox. Cardinals are just a disrespected team. They have the best infield in baseball, possibly the best outfield in baseball, and phenomenal pitching. And you're like, I think people are still thinking the Brewers are going to win that division.
And in a baseball town with great loyalty. You know, I mean, they have everything going for them. I agree. They're very athletic. They're fun to watch. So,
I don't know. So, it always just bothers me that they think the Brew Crew. I mean, it's fun to watch the Brewers. They're fun. They got the sausage race. But.
Yeah, but what about Yelich? Has he been a disappointment?
Yelich and Belly will be fun to watch this year to see if they can rebound from fantastic MVP years.
Yeah, but man,
I don't see it on either.
I agree. I think Yelich is done.
I don't know about done, but just not where he was.
His stats last year were pretty bad.
Yeah, he was injured last year for a little bit.
Yeah, but, compared to where he was 2 years ago and carried the team, and no one's figured it out.
Yeah. But that's our over and under. Let us know in the comments below what you think. If you massively disagree, if you want to weigh in on some of our differences. Again, Yankees, Rays, Royals, Angels, and Rangers for the AL games we'll be watching. Braves and Mets, we'll be watching those anyways. Brewers, Rockies, and Padres. So, a lot were just really close. We're not necessarily, thinking these teams are going to be drastically awful. It's just that prediction going up a game or down a game is really tough. Some were right on target, especially the Braves and Mets numbers.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to have to our viewers is opening day is either Thursday or Friday. How many people are going to attend opening day this year?
I hope everybody does.
I agree, but I was just wondering, the true baseball fans, are they going to?
If you're going to an opening day at your local ballpark, sound off in the comments below. We are not heading to our local sports team's opening day. We're not going to go to the Orioles opening day. It's like it falls on a weird thing. It's like
Thursday.
No, it's Monday.
Oh, you're right, because they're out of town and then
it's
they come back.
3:00 on a Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. We'll catch a game soon. We miss baseball a lot. It just doesn't work for our schedules. I hope it works for yours.
Yeah.
Thank you again for watching.
Support baseball.
Support baseball. Support us. Subscribe, like, comment, share at Pastime Podcast _ on Twitter and Instagram, and the Father and Son Pastime Podcast on Facebook. Give us a like, a follow.
Yes, and have a great week. Thank you very much.
Baseball's back.